That is one big pilot.
For a modern gaming audience.
Why are you running?
Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
We're communists.
Woke.
Would you please get your politics out of my comic books? I'm like, what comic books are you reading?
I'm cured! Praise God!
He vatored!
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Give me the meat and give it to me raw.
For a modern gaming audience.
If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble.
Welcome to Nerd Wars. Sorry about that. Welcome to Nerd Wars.
Please clap.
I think we count avocados as claps, as far as I'm concerned. On this channel,
Yes.
trolling Mo always comes first and foremost. And I like to I like to congratulate Moxie on some excellent Mo trolling. It has stuck, and I hope it lasts for years. Run it straight into the ground. Badger, how you doing, buddy?
Much like me continuing to play his I just want to see what it tastes like clip, it will continue for a long, long time. Also, shout out to
Jess
triple
has
layer
been
chocolate
chilly.
cake. Yeah, she got a new like it. It's good.
I like chocolate. Too much chocolate is definitely a thing. You gotta like have a little bit of something else there, or like, what are you supposed to eat? Like your chocolate cake and then like follow it with some ginger, like you're eating sushi or something. Eventually it's too much. It's too much of a good thing on occasion. I said it.
ABF. Choco cake. Eat so much you get a tummy ache. Thoughts?
Yeah, we used to shit that when I was a kid.
Strawberry cheesecake.
Thank you,
Thoughts on something with a little more complexity to the taste profile.
Sure, but sometimes you just need some chocolate.
I know, but that's the problem is then you eat 3 bites and you're like, I don't need chocolate again for like a week or so.
Well, yeah, that's why you do that.
It's just basically you're just filling up your chocolate gauge like it's an RPG, and then you're like, I'm good for the next week.
Big chocolate piece of cake and fucking a glass of milk and then a nap and then a diabetic coma. Just hi.
As I only use cacao, thank you. I'm a suburban white person. Cacao.
Thank you for joining us on Cake Talk.
Yes, since we're on the subject of food, it's Pride Month. Our pickles don't touch, just like God intended. Chick-fil-A. I wish this was real. Happy Pride Month. And then this, I don't know how old this is, but Chrissy Mayer commented this flag is like, yes, that feels good. Keep going. And I don't know when this was, but
it was at least a year ago. I remember this.
All right.
Also, I'm wearing my favorite gay pride shirt, Abolish the ATF.
Wait, save the dogs, abolish the ATF. Mm-hmm. Yes. And let's go and if we're saving the dogs, let's go ahead and prosecute Fauci while we're at it. All right, so last year, and even the year before that, Pride Month, especially with like the corpos, had really died off. Yeah, correct. Just the amount of, at this point, I think if, for like a PR perspective, like gays, you might want to take a year off from Pride Month because I don't think this month is going to be going in your direction.
I see a lot of pushback. Hobble yourselves, guys. Why don't you reduce yourselves to just like a week? You shouldn't even have a day, but let's just reduce it to a week at first. How about that?
So
maybe fortnight, Gay Pride fortnight.
A lot of people are pointing this out. ABF, I want to hear your thoughts. Is why don't we make it veteran somewhere around here? Veteran Appreciation Month. Everyone keeps saying let's turn it into Vet Month, and I am all for it. Thoughts?
I love the idea, but they are going to be very upset with that if we change it.
Well, that's the thing is we change it and we don't give them the option. And then Donald Trump says, you know what? Gulf of America worked out. Veteran Appreciation Month. You know what? I think we make June Graph Web Appreciation Month, for fuck's sake. Hashtag cancel Disney Plus. Oh, thank God. I hate singing. Oh my God. Thank you, Graph. I think anyone who is still watching Doctor Who probably just canceled Disney Plus. We will be discussing that later. Wow. And I was actually I wanted to keep a tally of how many times I want to say a gamer word because I watched like 5 seconds and I was already at like 2 or 3 gamer words.
It's going to be a lot, and every time.
So, for fuck's sake.
And I think we go and make it Corn Boy Appreciation Month as well. Actually, yeah, Chat Appreciation Month. I think that's a good idea. That would be nice before YouTube starts ranking all of chat and we end up having a civil war over it. What do you guys think about the XP system that they're adding to chat?
Genius, but dangerous.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's definitely going to make people compete like every stream. It's going to be so funny.
That's the reason, which as like... as a streamer, I mean, it sounds like it'd be positive for me, but I don't know how positive it's going to be for the audience. But hey, I like gamifying everything. So soon, sadly, I don't have it. I normally get all the early stuff. Like I got the free gifties, right? No, they took my free gifties away. I don't even have free gifties now.
Oh, this is a new one.
Son of a
Skyfire 85?
Drop in. Hold on. Let me see. Get out of the way. It's a pair parting.
It's adjacent to the lemon party.
Was it the Gangnam Style? Yeah, we'll say it's doing a Gangnam Style. And we got a bunch of stickers flying in here. We got Seabrew with a Shiba Inu #1. We love our Shiba Inus around here. We actually have an emote for that. Save the Doge, abolish the ATF. And then Ben drops in here, dropping 50 dicks on us.
Oh, yeah, accurate.
That's what I said, yeah. I just had to go out naked to find a lighter. And as a normal gay man, I don't care for the parades.
Yeah, walking around naked like that, it feels very exposed. He just had to do it for a little bit to go outside to get the lighter, let alone a whole... I think that was the thought process of that joke, yes.
We will be discussing Troy later, and we were talking about like the Iliad and the Odyssey, and this super chat felt like an Odyssey. I went on an adventure with that one.
Yeah, and Benny, maybe you're not doing the gay pride marches the right way. You're apparently supposed to wear like a dog mask and maybe like a leather thong and like...
Correct. Or else you're like an animophobe or something, or furrophobe.
Why do you hate dogs? Yeah, sure.
Degenophobe, something along those lines.
I am a degenophobe.
Always appreciate you. All right. Now that we got all the dicks out of the way. All right. So Netflix done unleashed a torrent of trailers upon us. And the first 3 I'm actually really excited about, and it's really weird to have a bunch of trailers for shows I'm actually invested in and interested in. We got Stranger Things. We got Squid Game. And on top of that, some One Piece. Please make them all good. Please, Jesus. We ask for so little. Please give us some good entertainment and prevent World War III. Sweet Jesus. All right, Badger. We've been a lot of people it's like George R.R. Martin, if he ever releases something, it's going to be too late, everyone's going to be mad. And Stranger Things is getting into the we've been waiting too long territory, and we finally have a trailer for it. I am hyped. I love the last season.
Let's see.
And if they can go out on a banger here, they're going to sell a lot of merch. Please, God. All right, roll the clip. Please.
I think about that night all the time.
Cornboy knows what I'm going for.
The night it came for you.
No golden baby, Jesus. Member berries? Okay, acceptable.
The night.
Man, they're so lovely.
All of this started.
Good editing. All right, let's get to the new stuff.
Everything changed. We failed. But we need to be ready.
That last season was so good. This is how you do a trailer, James Gunn. Oh, and New Year's Eve? Vector, build that wall.
good.
That's his cooming face.
Epic. And then finish it. Give us. Oh, there's still some more. They got to give us a good moment. Come on, give us a little. Right, there's a little more. Are they just going to show us the Netflix? No, all right.
That's it.
Then it's done.
Good
James
trailer.
Gunn, you should have had that company make your trailer for you.
Yeah, good trailer because they showed us fuck all.
Correct, and that's actually what I would prefer.
I mean, they showed that the stakes are raised. Like an entire city engulfed in flames, and it seems like they're going bigger. So,
do not run.
And speaking of going bigger, all right, so a lot of I gotta reshare. All right, so final season of Stranger Things releases volume 1, 2, and 3. So in making my documentary, I ran into a problem because it would take forever. So I would release like short bit, or I released like long bits, and people would say it's too long. So like, well, then I'll just release them in a little bit of segments and then release the long ones. That way, if people want them short or long, there's both the options. And then still everyone just complained regardless of what I did, even if I gave everyone the options. So we're currently in a bit of that situation with the Stranger Things, because everyone's like, oh, it's only 3 episodes? And then everyone's like, oh, they should have just released it all at once, or they should have just done it weekly. All right, so this is the binge versus weekly debate. I like how they've been meeting in the middle, and they've been putting them out in batches. So when they say volume 1, 2, and 3, it's going to be batches, with the first volume being 4 episodes, volume 2 being 3, and then volume 3 will be the final episode. So volume 3 is probably going to be a 2-hour-long movie, is my guess.
That's pretty cool.
Which I fully support ending a series like this with a movie.
Yeah, just wrap it up.
And as far as like writing and structuring things go, making sure you're able to like wrap it up and finish all those arcs, having like one solid movie definitely makes it a lot easier to focus on doing all that. And so yeah, so 4, 3, and then a final super long one. I'm happy with that. Of course, everyone else is, oh, it better be 2 long episodes. And it's like, yeah, the last ones were all super long, and these ones are allegedly like each episode is basically a movie unto itself. And so people got to wait 6 whole days for one episode? Talk about milking the IP. Has this person heard of the weekly model? Will the episodes be long and not restricted to sub 1 hour episodes like every other show does? They gave us a lot of extended episodes season 4, which I liked a lot. Yeah, they've already said it. Just do a little. So just call volume 3 finale. So like you can't make anyone happy. This, I think, is the best option because it makes the most people happy, because you got that nice little middle ground. You got a little bit, you can do some binging, but you also have some time to talk, get excited for the next bit of binge. This is my favorite, but obviously people are going to bitch and moan still.
This is that fucking binge model. Good. Maybe I've.
Don't you guys miss the days when we had a TV show to gather around the water cooler about? You know what I mean? And this is kind of that compromise a little bit, I guess. But yeah, I miss those times.
We don't have water coolers at Work and More. This is our new water cooler.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I like it. You got a batch of 4 episodes. That's just what Jeremy Clarkson's doing. We'll talk about it later. It was 4, 2, and 2. This is 4, 3, and a epic finale movie. I'm happy with that. That sounds like some good structure to me, and keeps us excited. So basically, it starts. It's November 26th, and so you get 4 episodes, which are basically movies unto themselves, and then you basically have to wait a month, and then you get 3 more episodes, but you only have to wait a week after those. So I think it's pretty good. You get that month of buzz for those 4 episodes, and then bam, everyone's like hyped on those last 3. Give us the movie. You only got to wait that week, and then if they can pull off, especially if they pull off that finale movie, if they make everyone like it, it's all the merchandise money. I hope they succeed. I really do. I love this show. There's definitely a season or 2 that was a little weaker, but man, that last season was really good. All right. Quick little synopsis. The fall of 1987, Hawkins is scarred by the opening of the rifts, and our heroes are united by a single goal: find and kill Vecna. But he has vanished. His whereabouts and plans are unknown. Complicating their mission, the government has placed the town under military quarantine and intensified its hunt for Eleven, forcing her back into hiding. As the anniversary of Will's disappearance approaches, so does a heavy, familiar dread. Run! The final battle is looming, and with it, a darkness more powerful and more deadly than anything they've faced before. to end this nightmare, they'll need everyone. The full party. Get it? Like Dungeons and Dragons, standing together one last time. Please, God, be good. Please, sweet baby Jesus. Please. It's so like a satisfying ending to a show like this that's so popular, and it's on like Netflix. It's just please all align. Please give us something good. Please.
I always am, pessimistic, but I do think that this will be good.
Please.
See, I will just wait until all 3 fucking volumes are out and watch them then.
Oh yeah, and then I mean, you basically it's what, a month and a week, so like 5 weeks essentially. That's still quicker than we'd have to watch shows back in the day. Remember back in the day, you have to watch the first half of the show, and then there'd be like the winter break, and you'd have to go like a few months without your fucking show, and then catch back up and halfway through. And Maximus, man, I thought we warned you about this. Put some socks on. I swear to God, all right? We will provide them for you. And appreciate you, Max. I really do. You son of a gun. All right, let's see. I think we're done with Stranger Things. Oh, we are moving on to some Squid Game. Badger's happy because, as we just heard, he likes to wait till everything's out so he can go full binge. And I really like the first half. ABF, besides the trans character, you also quite enjoyed the first half, right?
I did, but yeah, the trans character, it just makes me less excited for whatever comes next, to be honest. I let it ruin my fun. I'm sorry.
It's understandable if you're gonna get a little picky or anti-woke with something, a trans character. I understand, ABF. All right, Badge. What you thinking?
Real quick, because everyone does this too. You lose a lot of the emotional, like, when you stop for fucking a week and then pick right back up. And everyone does this thing anyway when it comes out. And then I watch it all back. I just cut out that middle part and just fucking watch it all at the end and get all the way through. And then I move on to the next thing as opposed to like blue balling myself every week. And like, it's just, it's fine. But it is smarter for them to do weekly.
I'm going to probably be on the edging schedule. So I'll be watching it. Yeah.
Pick your poison.
I like that. That's I think it's a nice middle ground because those of us who want to watch them, we're good. But then the Badgers, they just wait an extra 5 weeks.
Just wait.
Everyone's happy.
When this comes out, I'll just watch volume 1 and 2 of Squid Games 3.
People used to do that when there were 24 episodes per season. They'd be like, you know what? I'll just wait a year and then I'll get it on DVD or whatever. So
yeah.
I'm still blue balls over House of the Dragon. I literally was thinking about that yesterday. I still have blue balls from that crap. Because Dan to Dan
cut
does
out
it too.
The climax. They literally cut out our climax to fucking give it to us at the beginning. They're like, no, I want to come now. All right, let's see. Flip it.
All right. Yeah, are we going back to games? I hope so. Good.
잠시 후 게임을 시작하겠습니다.
Badger, if there's anything you would like to dub for us in an offensive accent at any point, you feel free. He's a way better actor when he's not trying to speak English. Awesome, I like her. Oh, jump rope.
Looks like a new game.
뭐 하는 거야? 인 게임하지.
이제 여기서 제발 그만해 주세요.
그럼 어떡하겠다는 건데? 여기 앉아서 죽겠다는 거야? 나가자, 우리 살아야지, 준이야. 내가
Another good trailer. When I talk about editing to the music, this is what I mean. Yeah, Final Count. Because we didn't get like any executive stuff in the first half. All right, good. And then
아직도 사람을 믿나?
Spoilers. Yeah. All right. Yes. Good. Yes. Give me. Now, please. Good. We're gonna have so much to watch in June. Oh, God bless it. Yeah, we were gonna be. Our jobs. So I really appreciate you, chat, for making it so my job somehow is being a streamer. The only real job I feel is like having to pull all the tabs up. In June, it is going to be effortless. Like today, I did no work. I literally feel lazy because there are so many trailers I didn't even have to look for news. June is going to be easy mode for streamers.
Speaking of waiting, I will watch Mobland. The greatest.
I was going to say. Plus. God.
I know.
I want to watch it.
This has turned into a Apple Plus thing where you're going to have to acknowledge its goodness that it has so many fucking things on it.
I have, but I don't want to give it money. But they got the 7-day free trial. So
the fact that who had so much emotional damage from Batwoman that he doesn't want to watch anything, doesn't want to endorse anything. The fact that he put up Mobland and the Jeremiah Johnson.
I
he likes it.
I need more The Gentleman in my life, and I feel like this is going to help get me that fix till season 2.
I watched the first episode, and I'm actually gonna restart and watch it, just binge it in one sitting. But Mobland is pretty fun.
So we'll be talking about Troy a bit later, and Brad Pitt is an absolute tour de force in that, but a lot of the other actors don't live up to that. This seems like a show where all the actors are tour de force and all about. So I'd like to see some good acting. And you guys have gotten me to like the more gangster movies and shows a lot more.
Yeah.
To take it back to Netflix really quick. So all these shows that we're seeing right now are like endings, right?
Yep.
They're getting wrapped up. So I expect them to show us some sort of trailer or something for the next thing, maybe when these.
How about season 2? Yeah. And then we got Wednesday season 2 as well. I don't think I pulled anything up that's a season 1, but I mean, it's Netflix. They have a constant stream of season 1s.
Oh my god!
Like there's a new anime that just came out like 2 days ago. I hadn't even heard about, and I was like, we talked about it on the weekend. I was like, has anyone seen it? And like no one had even heard about it. So they usually do a pretty good job replenishing. But as far as major franchises like a Stranger Things and what have you that actually brings in new subscribers, yeah, they probably do need some new stuff, but Netflix, of all the streamers, Netflix does probably the best job of, and a lot of this stuff is like original or Netflix exclusive content too. So
yeah, and they're going to be competing with Amazon. I think that Amazon is going to have some better shows to compete with in the next year.
Yeah.
One thing about Apple TV Plus and Paramount Plus is them stepping their game up. It adds that competition and makes the others have to finally try a little harder too.
Yeah. Until Rings of Power season 3 comes back. Fuckers.
Watch party.
No. Oh, Jessica's pulling her hair out right now.
Daddy's coming back to show you about all that bad TV that you've been missing.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah. No.
Attendance is mandatory for you too, Erwin.
Yeah.
It's not as funny now.
Yeah. It's not fun at games anymore.
It just got real. Fuck. All right. Well, we need to feel good after that. Let's talk some One Piece season 2. The live action was so good. I bought all the manga so I could get ahead, so I could figure out what happens. You know something's good when you buy the other media so you can figure out what happens next. And that's season 1. It differed quite a bit from the manga and the anime, but they had the creator consulting on it. So it's still very much One Piece. They even threw a trans actor in there for a character that's barely in it and isn't even that good of a character. And they still made it good. Please, sweet baby golden anime Jesus, please make this good. We have the power god anime on our side. Amen. All right.
Chopper, you're hiding the wrong way. We can all see you.
Chopper's possibly
come out.
The most annoying character in anime.
Hi, Tadoom. My name is Tony Chopper, and I'm sorry I can't be there in person, but... Oh, I'm supposed to tell you about One Piece Season 2. Help! Someone call a doctor! Oh, wait. I am a doctor.
All right, that's a little cringe.
Chopper. You can do it.
Oh, okay. One Piece Season 2 is coming in 2026, and you'll get to meet new friends and foes, and me.
You did it, Chopper! Everyone, give him a hand!
Wait, is it over?
No. Sweet going, baby Jesus, smite this abomination!
You jerks!
No one's laughing!
I mean it!
No! I hate him!
Fuck? Am I watching?
No, stop it! Stop it! No! Cut the feed! Cut the feed!
No! You will have to be forced to watch this.
Yeah, I can still hear it for some reason.
No! The demons have taken over! Matt Walsh, he knew it the whole time. He tried to warn us.
Bro.
Where's the clip? Where's the clip, Matt Walsh? I just saw him, I swear to God.
Anime has a satanic vibe.
No, 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 no. No, Chopper, he's an inherently cringe and terrible and annoying character, so this is actually in line with the... No,
they spent time animating. Like, every single person could have been working on the actual thing than doing that.
And it looked... I will say, and if you watch it, like, the actual clip, like, it looks actually... He looks pretty good. Like, the CG of him and the fur and whatnot, they've gotten pretty damn good with that. Shadow and whatnot, but holy... No, I hate Chopper so much.
the sound of the hooves hitting the ground as he's walking around too. That was pretty good actually. But yeah, so I don't know anything about the anime One Piece. I jumped in with the live action, love it. And what did I just see? I don't understand.
So now once they get to the Grand Line, they start island hopping. And one of the first ones they go to, you got like crazy. I thought was a dude was actually a woman doctor, being I think played by like Jamie Lee Curtis or something, or like Leela from Futurama. What's her? Is it her playing it?
Katie Seagal.
I think maybe it's her playing it. I don't know. It's one of them. It was a good casting. It was actually a good casting, but it's a bit of a gender bending character. And then their like assistant is what Tony Chopper or whatever, and him teaming up with Usopp. Like the black, with slingshot guy. Those two teaming up are the most annoying characters in all of anime. So it is actually lore accurate that was so lame and cringe. But I was hoping they could do it a little bit better. Maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe I'm the only one who hates Chopper. But now. Well, it's coming out in 2026, so they have time to put out something that makes me feel a little bit better than that. Oh, dang it. Oh, yes, even B-Man, who I don't think has ever agreed with me on everything, even says I'm right about Chopper. All right. Something that is good. Badger, tell everyone in chat who hasn't watched Troy recently why they need to rewatch Troy.
Yeah, Brad Pitt, absolute goat Chad as Achilles, and then
Carrie.
I don't think there's a bad performance actually in it. What was it? Peter O'Toole. Jesus Christ. Two dicks in his name. Peter and Toole. Peter O'Toole. Eric Bana, all of them. Even Orlando Bloom is like Pussy Paris, which is like the whole point, right? He's the Pussy Prince, literally.
His character kind of sucked, but he did like okay. Eric Bana was disappointing. I was hoping
I think he's good.
When it was him versus like Brad Pitt at the end, the energy and was not. He was.
But that's the point is that he knows he can't be like everyone knows that he's not Achilles' equal, but he still goes out and tries and does his best because that's what honorable men do.
When his body started getting dragged around, I was like, "Yeah, you should have done a better job, buddy. If you would have acted better, I would have cared more." But I'm like, well, I know, I get it. The lore, it's lore accurate. Yeah. But Brad,
you get that great scene with Brad Pitt and Priam.
So we discussed this. So Brad Pitt essentially is like the bad guy. Like he is the invader, like taking over, like ransacking the bad guy. But as Badger pointed out before when we were talking, he's the main character. He's the protagonist. So we kind of end up with like a Rambo First Blood situation where you're like rooting for the bad guy essentially to the point where I was cheering for him when Eric Bana was getting dragged behind the chariot as he's literally desecrating him. So yeah, I definitely like, so did the good guys win in the end or did the bad guys win in the end?
It depends on who... Paris and Helen escape.
Who wrote history.
Yeah.
So I wish every actor were amazing. Maybe the problem is that Brad Pitt was just so good it diminished everyone else's performance because, it was a little weak. Also, Helen, I mean, she was a cutie. She was from National Treasure.
Diane Kruger, yeah.
Mm-hmm. the brunette Eric Bana's woman, I thought was considerably more attractive. And
all good actors.
One moment with the Eric Bana and his woman when he's giving her the talk about, hey, hon, we're about to get ransacked and a lot of terrible things are going to happen to the women. And she's like, why do you speak of these things? And she's like, girl, because it's about to happen. Like that. Excellent scene. If Eric Bana had done that quality of acting throughout the rest, I would have also been saying he did a great job, but sadly his acting was a little... well, I think one of the problems is a couple of the beginning parts, his acting was subpar, and I think that kind of just put me off from the beginning, because I talk about how you have to make your characters likable immediately, and as Badger had already informed me, they make you immediately love Achilles, because you walk in on him asleep after his threesome.
As you do.
And then he comes out and he's all like drunk and belligerent, about to go like save the day, whoop everyone's ass, even though he's like all hung over. And on top of that, he talks shit to the leader guy because he's like, bro, I'm a complex character, so I'll do your bidding, but I actually don't support you, Agamemnon?
Agamemnon. He talks shit to the entire army of the... Is there no one else?
And then he follows it up with, so he's talking shits to both sides. So he's like straight up absolute Sigma male. And that's like the first 3 minutes of him. When I talk about how you have to make a character immediately likable, they understood the assignment with Achilles. Like I know it very, when I say you got to make him immediately likable, it just sounds kind of vague. And I'm just, I don't know what I'm talking about. Like, no, that you make him immediately likable. And we've talked about sex scene. Immediately a sex scene makes him more likable. Heat. Even Al Pacino at the beginning of Heat, he's having sex with his wife or whatever.
Great ass.
Yeah. And even like that, and even if it's just like sex with the wife, it's still immediately like, already like him. It's so easy.
And they conquered the fucking known world. So what does that tell you, all right? Broaden your horizons, NPC person, if that is your real name.
He's just jealous he's not as fabulous as all the Greeks. I'm actually glad he brought this up because... the amount of men wearing battle skirts in this was kind of... there are a couple times I'm like, man, there's a lot of dudes in skirts right now.
Let me explain to you how hard pants were to make back then, okay?
Yeah.
So the best thing to do was just wrap an arm and shit around your dick and butt.
I get it. I'd much rather have that than nothing, yes.
Mobility, there's also some heat involved, you know?
Oh, I know. I get it.
Your enemy.
And the fight scenes were like super high tea, and Brad Pitt obviously being the best part of them. But then you just see all the like skirts flopping about, and it was a little.
Also, look
silly.
at that. Compared to Rings of Power, the armor is fucking awesome.
Because it's actual armor.
Yeah.
I don't care if it was not period accurate. You fucks.
Oh, the look at everything was fantastic. Set design.
Also, whoever did the fight, like. Much like with Nick Gillard, where everyone had very distinct fighting styles, I thought his fighting styles and the way his Myrmidons or whatever the fuck they're called, the way they fought, very like, yeah. Even the whole Patroclus mix up, like he fought like you, he wore your armor. Like there's a very distinct way that his people fight.
All right, so Helen or other? Well, actually, I need to get a better version of her. I mean, she's a hot.
Brunettes.
I know it genuinely comes down to that, but I was after the
for a redhead myself, but
oh well, I know, but sadly that wasn't an option because gingerism. All right, so Eric Bana, I hadn't seen him in much. I really wanted to like him, and I was sadly a bit disappointed. Orlando Bloom, he wasn't exactly a tour de force, but he played exactly the character he was supposed to. So I wanted to check out Orlando Bloom, and
he was better in Kingdom of Heaven. Orlando Bloom was fantastic in that.
We're about to discuss his filmography because he has a very interesting one. All right, All right, let me whip her out. All right, Orlando Bloom. So he had just 4 random stuff. Is like 1 episode in his show. I think this is his only real one. And then he was suddenly Legolas. And then followed that up the same year, 2001, with Black Hawk Down.
Everybody was in Black Hawk Down.
Oh yeah, to be fair, but still, starting off like the real like start to your career being Fellowship and Black Hawk Down, hell yes.
Yep.
And then that was followed by 2 Towers, and then Ned Kelly. We'll just go ahead and ignore that one. Pirates of the Caribbean.
Will Turner.
And then Return of the King. All right, hell yeah. So then he was a boxer in a movie called The Calcium Kid with not a good rating. So we're gonna pretend that doesn't exist. So he followed the Return of the King with Troy. Like, holy Orlando Bloom. Because my thought was, what happened to Orlando Bloom? I was like, what? Did like a movie destroy his career or something? So that's when I started looking at this. And then we're gonna ignore Haven. And after Troy, he did Kingdom of Heaven.
Kingdom of Heaven is fucking goated.
Dude, it's such a good movie. We just
Director's
rewatched
cut.
that recently. Yeah.
And actually, my thought was, if I enjoyed Troy, I was going to put Kingdom of Heaven on the wheel, which is
I
on the
am
wheel.
Salahadin. Like,
I
I
think you would like it.
Jerusalem worth? Nothing.
Everything.
Oh, it's so fucking good.
Yeah. Erwin, you'll like it, but it is very long, so two sittings, and you'll probably like it.
But it's so good, and the length is warranted. Giggity.
Maybe 3. Yeah.
If it's a almost 3 hour movie, it's 3 to 4 sittings usually.
It's like half the movie is setup and character development and story development, and then the last half is just siege. So
Erwin, your enemies will know your quality before ever you meet.
People tell me that all the time.
The level of badassery that they like build everything up to in that movie is so
It's
good.
good. Yeah.
Is Orlando Bloom the main character, or is he a side?
Yes.
Okay. That's what
He goes from being a blacksmith to a fucking knight leading the defense of Jerusalem. It's a character arc.
Yep.
Oh, wait. What? It's Crusades? Is that
Yep,
what
it's Crusades.
Okay. All right, sweet.
Yeah.
So, then he followed that up with Elizabethtown, which I think was like a romance or something, and then a TV movie called The Armenian Genocide.
He peaked
and I wonder
at Kingdom of Heaven, I think. I don't think he's had any bang movies since then.
And
that's the thing.
It seems like every other movie is like watchable.
I think
kind of funny.
I think the Kingdom of Heaven was his last real world. They threw him in like the
Three
new Three Musketeers. I never even saw that.
Three Musketeers is bad, but I like it. Is that weird?
No, that's what I understand if you like it. It's bad, but same with the Disney Three Musketeers with like fat Kiefer Sutherland. It's bad, but I like it. Chris O'Donnell,
5.3 needle in a time stack.
They tried with Carnival Row.
One?
Yeah, Carnival Row. That was when I saw that and I was like, I recognize that. It's Amazon and he's in a bunch of episodes. Has anyone watched Carnival Row?
Yeah, I tried.
I tried
got
also.
Super fucking on the nose of like the other races. Like,
yep.
And then
Gran
Turismo.
Turismo, that's such a good movie.
But
I
is
like
he
that a lot.
much of a main character, or is he very side? Danny
No,
Moore?
he's like, what is that, like third character ish?
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, Carnival Row then and Gran Turismo. That's really all he has had since Kingdom of Heaven, other than the Hobbits.
Maybe he's the bad guy in Gran Turismo. I can't remember what character he was.
So did the Armenian Genocide kill his career? I would say B-Man said he got old, which I guess is fair. But still, like, he was quite beloved. Even getting older, you think he would have had a bit more of a career towards the end.
leading men, there's a lot of fucking spots for it. And he had his moments on them, and they're good on some of them. But then, just other people coming around.
Now,
I think he could get a second coming, so to speak.
Give him a good character, or get him a good, like, put him in a Paramount, put him in like Mobland season 2 or something.
There's that weird age where it's like they're young, but they're older young, and then they go away, and then they come back, and they're like, oh, they look good for their age, and then they get a whole new fucking.
I'd be fine with that. Yeah, let's bring Orlando Bloom and Viggo Mortensen back.
Yeah.
All right. So Wolfgang Petersen is the director. I hadn't really heard of him. And then he has the weirdest career. He's like all over the place. So he's got a bunch of like shorts and stuff, TV movies. I assume he's German or something along those lines.
Yeah, it seems to be.
And then that's when he gets Das Boot, which I have heard of is an 8.4. Does Das Boot need to be on the wheel?
I haven't seen it since I was like a kid. I can't remember a thing about it, but I just know that it's like a really good one.
A Nazi sub, the other side of World War II. Yeah, it's
War Master. When we reconstitute our military, I think we should have chivalric knights, and we should make them all do this fucking thing from Kingdom of Heaven and like actually live according to this.
Dude, hell yeah!
We'll just bring it back, dude, because it like makes good men. Just speak the truth always, even if it leads to your death. Safeguard the helpless and do no wrong. That is your oath, and of course, be brave and upright because you don't want to get scoliosis.
The first picture for Das Boot is this.
Ooh, Das Boot.
I'm all right with it.
She's a little Hunter Schafer for my taste. But, all right. So Das Boot. That's presumably what put him on the map as far as like the mainstream goes. And then, dang it, sorry, it's not loading. There we go. Go back. I don't care about Das Boot anymore. No. Yeah, it's great. It's hilarious that he's grabbing the boobies. Yes. Back. Wolfgang. All right. So to Das Boot. Then eventually that to The Never Ending Story, which I realized was not on my wheel, even though I quite enjoyed Labyrinth and what's the Skeksis one? What? The Tim Burton with the Skeksis.
The Tim Burton with the Skeksis? What?
Skeksis. Oh, have you not seen it? The fucking bird monsters. Dark Crystal. Have you not seen Dark Crystal?
Oh, Dark Crystal.
Dark Crystal.
So yeah, that same style of like puppet, like Muppet style stuff. I haven't. I really really enjoyed all that. So I'm like, well, Never Ending Story. I actually for a second I thought I'd watched Never Ending Story because it looks so much like those movies, but I realized I hadn't. All right, and then Enemy Mine. Who said they liked Enemy Mine? I've not seen Enemy Mine, but I feel like it's something I would enjoy because it's what a dude and an alien having to like team up.
Yeah, Darmak and Tanagra.
Yeah, there you go.
It's yeah.
And then
Louis Gossett Jr. is a fucking alien, and then what can't I think of his name now? Dennis Quaid. Stuck on a planet together. They're fighting in a war, but they're like alien soldiers opposite each other, and they can't understand each other, and then they team up to survive, and it's a whole fucking. It gets super trippy at the end.
I'm adding that to the wheel, and then he follows it up with another good one. And wait, no, not Enemies. Enemy Mine. All right, then he followed that up with Shattered, and then In the Line of Fire, which. In the Line of Fire was one of those ones you guys recommended to me, and I was like, I don't know if that'll be my kind of movie. And then it was my kind of movie, and they immediately made you like Clint Eastwood. And as soon as they showed you the strong woman he was teaming up with, immediately went into like the sexual harassment jokes. It was great. It was everything I talk about how strong women and making you immediately like a character.
They also make you like the fucking
the
assassin,
guy, which is what.
John Malcolm.
I was gonna say not Kevin
Mitch
Spacey,
or whatever they want to call him, Booth, whatever. You know what I have done for God and country? Some pretty fucking horrible shit. Like I love the way,
Yeah, I like the disgruntled like special ops vets as bad guys and whatnot. The Rock, good example.
Larry is what we now call a wet boy, Frank. What's a wet boy, Frank? What's a wet boy?
Ben for 50 dukes. Das Boot showed how close the Germans were to win the war. Yeah, there are a lot of timelines where they won the war. Wow, we lucked out. Hey, Europe, could we not have World War III? That would be cool, guys. Please stop. Shut up, man. Appreciate you. All right, and then follows it up with Outbreak, which is the Outbreak monkey, I assume, right?
That was a good one.
Air Force One, and then The Perfect Storm.
Also
and then Troy. Yeah, right there. That's from In Line of Fire to Troy. What, 5 good movies in a row?
By the way, I'll do the thing. I'll let 111 people know this little secret before we get to Hayden Wayne, because she's not actually listed in the credits, so you can't find her name. If you watch the movie Outbreak, the first woman walking down the hallway in the military outfit is Mama Badger.
Mama Badger! Yay!
Brunette hair, slick back. She's the first woman you see walking towards down the hallway.
I looked for her in the birdcage. I think I found her.
Hayden Wayne, though.
Yeah. Will you pull his up while I hit his clip, please?
Be careful!
ABF, now that you've watched Cowboy Bebop, do you have more of an appreciation for Faye in that clip?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I do.
For some reason, a lot of weebs like that character. I have no idea why.
No idea why.
The scene is very fluid.
Yes, correct. Yeah, it's a lot of physics to it.
Yeah.
All right. So then here's where it gets sad. So he had the 5 great movies in a row, and then because he did Troy, I assume then he followed that up with Poseidon, which didn't do well, and then he took a decade break after to do another German thing, and then never did something again. So Troy was his actual last movie essentially, and that's a pretty darn good one to go out on, I'd say.
Yeah. Get off my plane.
Sometimes it's good to just end your career on a high note, Ridley Scott.
I know, just make a studio, do executive producing, stop directing, God, please. God. All right, so yeah, hell yeah, I had not heard the name Wolfgang Petersen, I don't think, before, and hell of a career. Hell of a career. I am impressed. All right. Either of you
have
guys...
seen Air Force One, right?
Harrison Ford, that's when you guys had me watch. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Get off my plane.
I tried to think of it, and the first thing that went in my brain was Captain America Brave New World, because he's on the plane at one point, and I just kept thinking about Air Force One.
No, they're crossing over. Don't let it.
It's filed in my brain.
Gary Oldman, so goddamn good.
All right. Did either of you watch Wednesday season 1? It was quite popular. I did not check it out though. Oh, really? Okay.
What
well,
a 6-minute preview.
Yes, and that is pretty much guaranteed to get this stream blocked worldwide if it's not already. So then, chat, honestly, I think you guys should go check out this 6-minute video. I just wanted to talk about one part where she goes through the TSA. I thought was pretty funny because she just has all of her like weapons with her, and they're all like, "What don't you understand about not having weapons on planes or whatever?" And she's like, "You're gonna cram a bunch of people into a plane flying through the sky and expect us not to defend ourselves?" And she's very pro weaponry, and I liked it. And she looks like a really good actress. I don't really want to watch season 1 to see season 2, but it kind of interests me. It looks good, but chat, should I watch season 1 so I can watch season 2?
You have so much other shit to do.
I know, but I took like all of the I took all the like shows. I got True Detective, I got Generation Kill, and then I'm gonna finish Reacher season 2 and 3, and then the rest is like anime at this point.
Man, I wish I had a head injury so I could forget those shows and rewatch what you're about to rewatch. Oh, so good.
Oh, well, actually, the next thing I was supposed to watch was Battlestar Galactica.
Oh my god, yeah, I definitely want a head injury now.
Except you can't stream or rent it anywhere.
Yeah,
what do you hear?
They just took it off of Amazon Prime.
Oh my god!
Really?
Why?
Yeah, that happened while Isaac had like, I don't know, 6 episodes left in the entire series, and he was like, "How the hell am I gonna watch?" So he had to use one of those sites to watch the rest of it.
I took Breaking Bad off the list because you guys told me they had to do a lot of the family stuff they did in The Sopranos, and you guys got mad at me for not liking that. So I was like, it'd be better if I don't watch it. No. See, I would like to watch it in a way that's not 9anime.tv. I would prefer to watch it in something that doesn't have .tv, .com, preferably. So yeah, but hey, maybe I'll get around to it. I think I put it way down at the bottom for when I get around to having to borrow stuff off the internet, but I still just don't.
They are so not the same, by the way. They are so fucking not the same.
There's similarities, but the story of Battlestar Galactica has so many layers. It's great.
Yeah.
I've thought about just buying it on Amazon at this point. It's like $35 for a 13-episode season, which is insane.
And also at the end of the day, the Cylons are the ultimate daddy issue. Like daddy, that's all they want, daddy issues, except humanity is daddy.
So whoever said they have weird seasons, they do, but that's what makes it great, because there's a political side to the show, and then there's a spiritual side to the show also, and the religious stuff. It's so good when you mix it all together.
But
you guys had me watch the like movie TV miniseries thingamajig that they put out, and I love that. So I have seen some Battlestar.
Yeah,
and then as far as like the Breaking Bad and whatnot, it's not my kind of show. And then if I critique the things I don't like about like that kind of genre, you guys get really mad at me or sad at me. And then it's like, well, then why am I even watching it at that point? So I'm just going to watch the stuff I want to watch, because then people are happier. Oh,
recut Breaking Bad into having only like the action parts and the sciencey parts. Urban would probably love it.
I don't care about his wife and teenage daughter. I don't give a it's like when they go to school in the animes. I don't give a fuck.
His disabled special needs son.
Yeah.
I think it's just better for me that I remove it from
Dad, I don't want to do that.
That's fun. For me, your video stuttered. So while you're trying to be a retard, your video retarded for me.
Sounds about right.
You yarded while you were retarding.
StreamYards is protecting him.
I enjoy your weekend stream. Keep up the awesome work. Oh yeah, I really enjoy Wee Weekend. Dude, Badger, man, it's insane. I already miss Wee Weekend because it's so incredibly positive. Everyone is just like, oh, I love this anime. Oh, I love this anime. There's 2 animes I didn't enjoy. I bring up the 2 animes I don't enjoy, and chat is shaming me for not liking them. So instead of everyone being super negative, I don't like it. People are so positive, they shame me for not liking things. It's insane. It's so nice talking about a bunch of stuff that people like rather than the constant, I don't like it. It's refreshing.
I endorse Weeb Weekend because sometimes I want to sleep in. It's the only day. Otherwise, I'm gonna do things. Yeah.
No, acceptable. All right. So, Lady Gaga's in Wednesday season 2. Sorry, guys. All right. So, also, yes, Hayden, I really appreciate the 10 memberships. I played the clip, but then I didn't give enough love. And yes, when the Badger is away, the Weebs will play. So, yeah, we can start it as Badger's not available, so I guess we'll do this. Now it's like, yeah, Badger's not available, guys. We can let's fucking go. It's nice. I
twist my arm, make it every Saturday.
It's really nice. It's really nice. All right, so. Leon keeps demanding Mole Man be in the Marvel verse, and Joseph Quinn says that Mole Man will appear in the Fantastic Four.
I believe he's one of the first villains that you see them fight, like just to show how the dynamic works of like Mr. Fantastic is like Bill Nye the Science Guy. He's a fake. No, he like has a TV show where he explains science to the kids and they're superheroes, and Thing walks around and picks up cars for the children. Yeah, you get your Mole Man.
So. Yeah, Hayden, I kind of went through that part where I was just like, I like the animes, and then people are happy when I like them, and I would prefer to just watch the animes at this point, so I'm just going to binge anime all the time, go full weeb on it.
Also, with him saying he'll only watch the dubbed, when it's on your second monitor, that's where it starts. That's where you start going dubbed. I need to devote a little bit more attention to main monitor, but I still want to watch everything on second monitor, so dubbed.
I'm seeing Dan to Dan in theaters next Friday, and it's in dub. And whenever they put the new stuff in, it's almost always in sub. So when I saw parenthesis dub, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing that. Anime movie theaters, it's going to like it a lot more than Ballerina, probably. We seen?
For science, I watched a couple of the Cowboy Bebop episodes in subbed and dubbed at the same time.
How was it?
I preferred what they were saying in the dubbed more than the subbed. It was slightly different, but much better.
So the localization.
And spoiler alert, the subtitles is also translated and localized and also not accurate, which is one of the complaints about dub is it's not an accurate translation, but the sub's not accurate either.
Yeah, I didn't realize that until you told me that, and now my whole perception of it is totally different. So
and the emotion is so much more impactful when you can actually understand the words.
Yep.
Conversely, though, in Solo Leveling, I liked the English dub, what they were saying, better than sometimes the reading it. Like, just changed different.
Yeah, and now sometimes they'll like modernize stuff, which is kind of annoying, but like it worked in Solo Leveling. I just watched something else that was in dub where they said some new like more modern slang, and it worked for me. All right, Fantastic Four. A scene was just shown at CCXP Mexico, Comic-Con Mexico. Includes Sue Storm going into labor on the Fantastic Four spaceship while Silver Surfer chases after them, intent on capturing the newborn. Reed then orders Ben to take them into a black hole. I think they showed them the ending of Fantastic Four.
And then guess what? We saw the next scene in the end of Thunderbolts where they appear and an Earth event is space event is happening. Sorry,
spoiler alert, guys. I think they just showed us an end of Fantastic Four. Why would you do that?
And they also basically confirmed that Galactus is there for Reed Richards' children, Franklin Richards.
Yay! Hey, best of luck to you, ABF. Did you get to watch the next 2 Clarkson's Farms?
No.
But we're around the water cooler. I'm around the water cooler, and I'm just standing here. all by myself, waiting for someone else to come get some water so I can talk about how Caleb thought that Me Too was a porn site, but no one to talk to about how the girl comes back and she's great.
I started watching it and I fell asleep after 10 minutes. I was super tired last night. I just started watching it way too late.
Gotcha. Well, I'm enjoying it. We'll talk about it more next weekend when it will be over. All right. So, does anyone care about Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein starring?
This is kind of
Oscar
the only one I
Isaac?
do care about.
Oh, really?
I want to see if Oscar Isaac's capable of making a good movie again.
Yeah, see, I feel like he can act.
I know,
and
Dune,
I would
but-
like to see him act.
Because it's like everyone blows him for Deus Ex Machina or whatever, Deus Ex, and then he's good in Dune for the little bit he's in. But other than that, damn, this ain't doing it for me.
Yeah, I cared until I heard Netflix, so who cares? I only care because it's on Netflix and I already have it.
Well, okay. Here, let's see.
I had determined that the memory of my evils should die with me.
Should have been Victoria Frankenstein.
I like the accent so far.
Yeah, Guillermo, come on.
Some of what I will tell you is fact.
I like the
Some
hair.
is not.
I feel represented.
But it is all true.
Not enough black people in that audience. Not enough black women in the Lord chamber.
What manner of
I didn't say.
creature is that? What manner of
Have you come to kill me, Obi-Wan? Bitch, you walked up to me.
Oh my god, that glass looks like Star Wars.
I had a vision.
Gonna have a lot of atmosphere, that's for sure.
Man, they're actually accurate. Oh,
inevitable, unavoidable.
I didn't care about this, but I'm starting to care.
Sounds like the music.
In seeking life, I created death.
Damn, I wasn't really that sold until the end there. That looks badass.
What the hell?
I would like to watch that.
Wait, so was that Igor or the monster at the end?
That looked like the monster.
That's what I thought, but then he
Because isn't it the end he chases him out into the ice?
Yeah.
Yeah, he can talk.
Oh yeah, I guess.
Oh,
But we didn't see any Igors, right? Did I? I didn't notice one.
I'm trying to think of who plays Igor in this one, but isn't it supposed to be Daniel Radcliffe?
Wait, is
Walk
it?
this way. Yeah, I think it is. There, but we didn't see it. But I do think, or maybe it's Christoph Waltz. I don't know. Either way, there's some good people in there.
So yeah, well, Christoph Waltz appears to be in it. So
I was already talking smack about Ridley Scott, but the Terror is a TV show that he made, and I got a lot of vibes from this trailer. The expedition, in the Arctic vibes.
Frankenstein.
it the color grading, the sets, it definitely is dark, grim, gritty, which is what you would want from Frankenstein. So yeah, I think it's in good hands with Guillermo del Toro. I keep seeing it and I'm like, well, it's something to talk about on stream, but I don't really care. I care now. I'm actually interested, and that's coming out in November. So hey, we got an interesting summer and should have a hopefully interesting end of the year. All right, what we got next? Happy, very, very different vibe for the next one, because we have Happy Gilmore 2.
I have doubts.
Brula.
I want it to be good so bad, though.
All right.
My name is Happy Gilmore. 30 years ago, I decided to give golf a try. But even when you're at the top of your game, you can always shank one.
Happy Gilmore sucks.
Oh, just your vibe.
How are you going to put Vienna through ballet school? It's $75,000 a year. That's 4 years. That's 333 grand.
That's terrible math, Johnny. It's 300 grand. I wouldn't even know where to start.
Let them see the happy I fell in love with.
Oh my God, they're so happy together.
All right, let's go. Go get it, Dad. But how about the jig?
I know how to do it, Dad.
Let's go. Okay.
What the hell is happening?
Yeah, well, that was what I was thinking.
Happy Gilmore is breaking in yet another caddy he just met.
All right, we're gonna go. See, but you bring those. Those always come. All right, that's it.
They got a strap if you want to use the strap.
You hired a day laborer?
Nothing's flowing on the first throw.
Check out the name tag, grandson.
There's gonna be a lot of crotch
Got you a little
shots.
something there, Pop. Everyone is talking about comeback kid.
Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore.
We've been watching you play, Mr. Gilmore. So inspiring.
My dad loved you, man.
Oh no.
I am so sorry. Give him here. I got some Gorilla Glue.
Remember the happy place I went to? You go to yours.
Daughter's not trans.
Oh my God, Rory!
Jackass.
Bingo!
You stole my life from me. Why would I want to steal the life of somebody who eats pieces of shit for breakfast?
There's a lot of remember berries in that, but
yeah, that looks like it's just going to be a camp fest of the first movie.
So I didn't care about Frankenstein, and now I do after the trailer. I mildly cared a little bit about Happy Gilmore 2, and now I really do not care.
I don't either. It kind of feels like a Zoolander 2 situation to me.
yeah.
I might be skipping that one. Anyone want to take one for the team, Badger?
Rat and I love that fucking first Happy Gilmore, so I guess we have to watch it for posterity, but I don't exactly want to, but I will do it just as a witness.
I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast.
You eat pieces of shit for like it's
but it's funny. The original,
is he gonna
wasn't.
punch someone and then like the price is wrong, Bob, or like
But they're reliving all the same jokes. I don't know if they're gonna have any new jokes in it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
look like a bunch of like
son with the gorilla.
Yeah, they should have just not did that. To be honest, that's I don't know.
Bobby, I think is the only way to do it is just get super high watch it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's if you've got like a side monitor, it'd be good for that.
I'm so fucking old. I'm gonna be 40 in July.
That was 96.
Damn. Wow, I didn't realize it was that long ago. Holy
or when
shit.
we're gonna die one day. What the fuck?
No.
All right.
As long as Tom Cruise has one more successful movie by that time. All right. So speaking of successful movies, Lilo and Stitch is now tracking to be the first 2025 film to pass 1 billion. It's already passed 600 mil worldwide.
Oh, is it making a billion?
Is this week 2?
Yeah, I believe so. Yes. And it's also week 2. So they were at 600 mil, Final Reckoning at 250. And as I discussed, it is highly dependent on international box office. The last two, like the last one, it was like 2.5 times, or it's crazy. They normally have way more international box office. It's currently about the same. Sometimes they lag behind, so it might need an update. But man, this is.
I still question whether this is going to beat fucking Thunderbolts.
And as we've been discussing, it has to hit like a bill to break even.
It has lost money. Yes.
I knew this was going to happen because the first movie wasn't that successful. And this is a sequel to that. And sequels usually do less.
So we're not talking about losing 100 mil, 150 mil. We're talking into the 200 plus mil territory.
Yeah, no, that's bad.
Yeah, Because we'll just. All right, so it's at 250 now, so that means currently their take would be 125K. And we'll be generous and say the production and marketing was 500 mil when it's probably like 550 mil plus.
50% from the theaters and all the other things.
So yeah, it currently needs to make like 400 mil plus to break even, and I don't think it's gonna get another 400 mil in profit to break even. So we're talking 200 mil plus loss probably. Whoops.
Yeah.
But hey, Tom Cruise was great, and I love the stunts, and I'm glad he was there for him. Man, that's sad though. Fuck. I was like, I knew I was obviously going to lose money. I would prefer to not lose that much money.
I mean, there's a handful of really, really good movies that are in the history books for not doing well at the theater. I don't know if this is one of them that deserves to be, up there with all those, but it happens.
Yeah, it's disappointing. Oh, yes. Wait.
Yeah, they need to keep it in the theater as long as possible, though.
HG2 and others like it. HG2. Is it something we just talked about? HG2.
Happy Gilmore?
Happy Gilmore 2.
We're smart.
It took me a sec, too. Don't worry.
And others like it is why I inch closer to not watching anything made in this century ever. Yeah, not too terrible of an idea. That's why I'm currently like, maybe I just binge anime.
We're not as creative as we used to be.
It's sad. Yeah. And then it's like, it's already like, oh, well, this is really struggling. But then I watch like all the anime and read the manga, and then they do like side characters so much better in the East. And I'm like, wow, not only are we doing really bad, I now realize by comparison we're doing really, really bad. So would like us to get our shit together at some point. But hey, thankfully we got Mobland. If only it weren't on Paramount Plus. BBC. They did a thing. They did a real fun thing. We've got a new doctor. Shurigawa made it 2 seasons. Brought to you by Disney Plus.
We've been saying forever that he would only do 2 seasons. It's who that guy?
Oh wait, I gotta keep track. All right, I wanted to use an F slur. He's wearing a dress, 2 F slurs.
That is exactly the word.
Yeah, F slur, correct.
This has been.
Okay.
Is he about to cry? Oh, that's another one. Oh, that's definitely another one.
Oh, face. This sounds so fun.
I want to put that down for 1, but
should have been coming out of his dick.
Not coming out of his dick. That's 5.
Appreciate he's wearing a dress and pants at the same time.
I think, wouldn't you call that a tunic?
Sure.
Oh wait, yeah.
Never trust a man wearing a tunic. Yeah, tunic.
I think I can count the dress twice. Yeah, we'll add an extra one. What? And then pause it. Pause it on the face. Pause it.
I don't want to pause it.
Hello.
No, why?
Hello. Would you like some beads of toast? Yeah.
What's all this then, eh? Harry Potter?
So she's a previous companion that people actually did like. So then they thought, let's bring her back as the Doctor. And people are really not happy, and it's probably never coming back. So this is probably the official end of Doctor Who.
It's a bit wonky, isn't it? It's like, I don't know what they want.
What's all this then?
What's all this then, eh?
Oi, oi, oi.
Oi, 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 oi.
We're such assholes.
Sorry, guys. Love you.
Well, speaking of, I got up to 7 gamer words I wanted to say in that minute and 20 seconds.
Yeah, honestly, lady, I'm so glad I didn't have another one of my beloved franchises repeatedly sexually assaulted over and over and over again in multiple different ways, and then like going out of the way to bring back decades-old characters I like to fuck them up too. Yeah. It's insane.
No, I'm right there with Lady RD because I never got into this show. I always thought it was a bit strange, and that's coming from someone that watched like weird British shows all the time because I was watching Clarkson on Top Gear and stuff like that. So
if I had to guess, I would have assumed you enjoyed some Doctor Who. It seems like something you should like.
Yeah, and every time I am slightly convinced to check it out, I just remember all the stuff that Disney has been doing to it recently. So,
well, and a lot of the fans hated the last few seasons. Yeah, even before Disney got their grubby little Mickey hands on it.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of grubby little Mickey, wait, Patrick, is there a comment you want to pull up?
I was just fucking sussing through that one. I think she's saying we're a bowl of water. Bowl of water.
Oh my god!
Anyone?
What? Hey, water, anyone? I'm sorry, guys.
I thought she was talking about like Lilo and Stitch 2 or something. Like that looked like some Asian Pacific Islander.
It is hilarious that the place that invented English has some oh so fucking fun ways to pronounce it. Love you.
Yes.
Love you all. Love you.
Like,
all the cultures.
G-Dog on Clarkson's farm. Best character. Never understood a word he said. All right. So, speaking of Disney's grubby little Mickey hands, Tony Gilroy confirms the total budget for Andor was $650 million. They had to fight for the necessary funding for season 2 after Disney told them streaming is dead.
Yeah.
$650 million.
Yeah.
Remind me,
obligatory.
how much do you think Disney Plus has put into Disney Plus as a platform? They probably cry every time they pull up that balance sheet, right?
Over $1 billion.
And then just like streaming itself, like paying for all the servers and stuff is really expensive.
Remember Acolyte, where at the end of the day, through all the tax documents, we found out that the entire series was in the 320s.
Yeah, no, Badger, if you add up all the shows they tried to prime the pump with, I bet you it's like tens of billions.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I think Andor had an extra 4 episodes on Acolyte as well.
Somewhere in there when they were talking about they were in the hole a while ago, and I don't know if that's still the same, but it was up of that. Yeah,
I bet 3 times that $4 billion. It's probably like 12 plus billion. It's probably the equivalent to a fleet of Disney Plus Disney cruise ships. Each one of those ships is $1 billion each. That would have been a way better use of money if they just bought even more ships.
And what's crazy for them is they always had the excuse of like, well, we've got the parks. The parks are losing money. And Epic Universe is about to fuck them with no lube.
They thought that having Disney Plus have all those shows on it would get people excited to go see the parks. You know, by keeping those IPs alive and, keeping people excited and stuff like that. And I think it did the opposite.
And meanwhile, we have How to Train Your Dragon live action coming out. We have the new How to Train Your Dragon Park. It's almost like that's how you should do it instead of purposely destroying everything, your franchises and your parks. Yeah, Disney's going to get what it deserves, but it just has so much money. It's going to take a while.
Yeah, it's so fucking sad because obviously streaming's not dead. And if they had good Star Wars streaming shows, like everyone would be watching a Jedi Academy series of Luke building his Jedi Academy, and like every episode you focus on him recruiting a new Jedi or your favorite new young Kip Duran or whatever the fuck. Everyone would be watching.
Dude. So when I was reading the Mara Jade comic, I had this crazy idea. You have the Mara Jade, like one season, and then you have the Luke Jedi Academy training season. And then you do a show with the two of them to get like the last episode or two, they end up having their clash and then they end up getting together. And then you do a season where it's Mara Jade and Luke Skywalker. So that way you can have the like spy stuff with Mara Jade. You could have the like Jedi training, like school, like Hogwartsy kind of stuff with the Jedi Academy. And then they could get together and you could go back to the space adventure genre. So you could do the three, like the different genres. Oh, and it made me so mad.
It really fucking just writes itself. You could, anyway, whatever. You want a Game of Thrones, you could just go do the old school Sith and like it just they don't want money. I don't know. Whatever.
Think people who do like money and giving the fans what they want. The Bugle Daily. It's kind of insane how much better this looks than what we got.
Yeah.
Chat.
He gave her the wonky eye. That's hilarious. Yeah.
Oh my God, she does have the wonky
She's
eye.
got the corn sweat eye.
All right, we just got a.
Oh my God.
So we just got a few more tabs to get to. We also have a few clips to get to now.
I was going to go over the Cockney fucking edification here, but
What's all this then, eh? 50 bloody memberships? How what it does?
Do we even have room? Do you think? Can we even handle it? They're hitting. We're
we
getting
need a Cockney clip.
Well,
it's
we do
reverse
have-
fart.
We do have
for $90. I'll put the fucking mousetrap on my tongue.
Yeah, I think graph webs is the most British one we have. It is appropriate here.
So, oh, for fuck's sake.
There's our Britishness.
I have another.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, like, Americans do everything better. We have the best English. I said it.
Well, okay, well, what is
I
just
said it.
Cockney is the London accent for the poor. You mean the down to the earth working man? Then there's received pronunciation. Yeah, that is the little platoons. Oh yes, of course. Very proper. Tend to sound a bit pretentious, even though we don't mention to. Yes, the Douglas Murrays, if you will.
The stutter. The ones who've talked that fancy, but then also add the stutter because some like king or something stuttered, so it became like the fashion to add like the stutter to your speech. That's my favorite accent.
King speech.
Well, no, not that. No, not action.
I know, fucking with you.
Like a Joe Biden stutter.
By the way, because we talked about this too, they also have a U in color, and that's a French influence. So technically, American English is a little more English than British English these days. What do you think about that? I said it. Couleur.
I think I prefer. Wait, I was gonna say I prefer the A instead of the E, but then I realized you can't spell gray without gay if you spell it with an A.
Brad?
So I'm switching to E. E is more heterosexual for gray. I said it.
That's what I.
Yes, I heard someone say this the other day. The lisp is from
transition.
Castilian Spanish.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah. That's when I was saying gray equals gay in chat.
Yeah, well, no, there's a lisp. That's the where they want to say like Ibiza and stuff like that. So yeah, that's the lisp,
Ibiza.
and then the British they got like their stutter for some other reason.
That's the Spanish king from Spain having a lisp. Yeah,
yeah. I don't think anyone will argue Europe's pretty fucking gay.
Like, yeah, Barcelona is technically pronounced Barcelona because of the king.
I said king. See.
That's what I said. That's what I said. Either way, the dirty grays are not welcome.
Mankind has only one chance to prosper. If you will not seize it, then I will.
Just so
Aluminium.
Where do you get okay. Pronounce it that way. Honestly, it sounds interesting, but throw that extra I in there or stop saying it.
Aluminium.
And
Aluminium. Yeah, so where are you getting that extra I, motherfuckers? That's true.
All of like the names of your cities that end with a shire, but you just call them Sure. Just get rid of the E then, or pronounce the E.
Worcestershire. Worcester.
I love being an American telling the English how to speak English.
Do you want to give yourself a stroke? Just go ahead and try to pronounce this shit out. Speak Welsh. Pronounce anything in Welsh the way you're supposed to pronounce it, and you won't be able to. You'll die instantly.
You just look at like Welsh, like the written language, and it'll activate your MK Ultra.
The best one is the what's his name? Shad and all the no Fringies. Instead of saying no. Where's the R's coming from?
It's fun making fun of them because they are so sure how proper and everything it is, and we're just we're just a bunch of assholes. Just like this way's better.
We are assholes. It's kind of our thing.
Yeah,
we do it better. I'm sorry. Like, hey, you guys want to take American stuff, make it better? Take like a hot dog and put some beans on it or something. Pizza with beans on it, which apparently they do. Hey, you go for it.
We do chili out here, sir.
A fucking buddy sandwich. What's that? It's like we take fucking bread and we put butter on it. It's the butty part, and we put French fries, right? Because when you've been fucking shelled, right, for years on end, we put just potatoes on bread. You can't double carb a thing. What are you doing, guys? It's all right. Sorry for our slander. I'm sorry. French fries on bread is fucking weird though. Let's just a burger in there.
All right, so I was trying to move on, but when you guys say chili, I assume you guys are talking about coney sauce rather than actual chili with like some beans and some kind of pasta in it. You guys, I assume, prefer the coney sauce chili? Because I can't.
Yeah, either way.
Okay, because
I would like to try a proper sausage roll. I hear it talked about a lot.
I know, right? And it just makes so much, but I feel like it's just a sausage on like a bun, right? Is it just like it's an excuse to eat like a breakfast bratwurst, essentially?
I think it's like but like it's actually wrapped in a good, they're good with pies too. Meat and shit in pie.
Erwin's very protective of his foods shaped like dicks.
Put pineapple on it.
I was gonna show something that Tomac put up, the peanut butter and jelly banana hot dog. So that one was very penis shaped. Also genius. Weird peanut butter and jellies, and then we'll move on and get out of here. So if you've never had like grilled cheese, but a grilled peanut butter and jelly, where you do peanut butter in the belly, and the heat melts the peanut butter,
I'll accept it. You know what's good?
Grilled
peanut butter and jelly burger. With the patty dipped in sriracha. Sounds super weird. It is really good. Sweet and savory.
And sriracha.
Well, yeah, that just adds a little bit of spice to the patty. Also, bacon is involved.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
So America is the only ones that are allowed to make fun of the Brits like this. We have a very special relationship. We are technically family still. I guess Australia, because that's like our cousins that they kicked out for being fun.
Also, we can get away with it. We have guns, so
yeah, we have guns. We can say whatever we want. That's why we did that.
I think we won a
also
couple
our
wars
teeth are much better. Yeah,
process sugar.
They're gonna be even better once we take all the fluoride out of the water. All right, so speaking of taking something good and making it even better, what if I told you this is from the official Stellar Blade account? The Mad Lads did VR. The Mad Lads
showed the clipping.
We have the technology.
So, for anyone who hasn't experienced VR, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, ha ha ha, big boobies, okay, haha. But us three on the panel have played VR, and large things are much larger.
Is as tall as you.
And it's much more like imposing, like fighting big bosses. Like you get the scale way more. So seeing
me standing in my living room.
Yeah, you're not getting the accurate scale on, or like what's really going on unless you have the actual VR headset on.
Jess, you need to do like repeated sessions. Like literally your brain has to get used to the like dissonance of another world and all your senses being somewhere else.
Yeah, I recommend watching 3D movies. I think me watching so many 3D movies when I was younger, once I got the VR headset, I only had like a week or two of having. It's literally like VR sickness, essentially. And you get it for multiple reasons. And one of them is leaving reality and going into another reality.
It's very convincing. Yeah.
It is it's kind of a sophisticated motion sickness that you have to force yourself to override, like the dissonance of you're standing still but your character's moving and doing things and then you're somewhere else. So so they even make special rugs to like ground yourself in this reality while you're in another one.
Highly recommend finding something, and it also keeps you from wandering off where you're not supposed to while you're playing.
This reminds me of this clip that I saw yesterday on Twitter. I don't think we should or are able to show it on YouTube, but it's a dude like basically, banging the air in VR, and his friends come in the room and they're like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And he immediately changes to first person shooter mode.
That's funny as fuck.
Funniest thing I've ever seen. He's like, "What? I was doing
yeah.
The camera was on the whole time, huh?
It was great.
We're gonna get there eventually. It's gonna be like Ready Player One.
I know what game he was playing. Gorilla versus 100 dudes.
God. The gorilla was taking advantage of him, surely.
Yeah, Mad Lad went ahead and made it. Like, this is... if you want to make a bunch of money as a single developer, find like a meme that goes big on the internet and then make a game of it.
Not to get sidetracked, but just because of that, I was watching the Snyder Cut because I'm a masochist. In the beginning, when Steppenwolf is fighting all the Amazons and they're all trying to stop them, I'm like, oh, this is 1,000 men versus one gorilla. He's just throwing them off, crushing heads and shit. Yeah, that's what it would be. First 50 guys would just get wrecked by that gorilla.
Yeah, like even chimpanzees can take a face off pretty easily.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Badger, I feel like this is something you and TechRat knew about and did constantly. I just found out about this. Did you know at the very beginning of Halo, once you step out of your little cryotube, you can immediately jump back in and get stuck in your cryotube?
I didn't know that.
know that was
That's
a thing?
cool.
Yes. And a lot of people in the comments like, yeah, me and my brother would race to see who could get into it first. You can soft like the game half a second into the game by jumping back into the cryo tube.
Maybe you could. Maybe one person could go forward and like to a checkpoint and bring you through, or
Respawn
something like
you,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if you could do that. Try to fix it.
Yeah, it's such a gamer thing to do too. All right,
totally.
Speaking of gamers, I am a true gamer, which is why McCracken.
Oh, no.
This was released yesterday in honor of Weeb Weekend, as we discussed. Hunter Schafer. And I didn't catch this until afterwards. It did make it into my Attack on Titan video. I'm currently editing.
AI always makes you fatter than you are. He always gives you a little bit of more in your cheeks for some reason.
It
feeds you better.
Everyone's calling it JD Vance face, right?
Yeah.
So actually, if we had watched Wednesday season 2, there's actually a good scene where she gets kidnapped by a serial killer who's Haley Joel Osment, and current Haley Joel Osment actually looks quite a bit like that as well. So it's like me mixed with JD Vance and Haley Joel Osment.
By the way, I think first that part play said that they had multiple reports that that is not true. That's Hunter Schafer's team throwing that out there. And then My Time to Shine Hello posted saying that this is a fucking nothing burger. This might have been talked about once, but it is no longer the case. She is not fucking Zelda.
Mission accomplished though. Whoever put that out, mission accomplished for sure.
You got the talk out there. So if you were gonna try speaking it into existence, you got about as far as you were gonna get.
Yeah. So well done, I guess, as far as that's concerned.
I'm California straight. I'm being polite.
Badger, anything you'd like to plug?
Tonight, Gooch and Gang. Gooch and Gang at 11:11 God's time or 8:11 avocado time. So yes, no, God's time.
11:11, baby.
Literally. So yeah, I'll be with Gooch and Gang and hopefully everyone else here.
I believe we all will be there. Correct.
Yep.
ABF.
I will be there. And
where will you be tomorrow?
I'll also be on Niat stream just before that.
Oh,
and tomorrow we have Jay Viper on. He is confirmed and join us for Off the Hip, 9 p.m. Eastern. And also Trigger Happy on Wednesdays.
Excellent.
Let's go. Your streams have been popping off, man. You keep having in raids and stuff. All your streams are pretty much always 100 viewers these days.
Yeah, super grateful for all the raids. I would not have grown to what has become if it wasn't for that. So
I don't want to say
appreciate everybody.
You're kind of whooping the GCA's ass. I said it.
California straight.
I said it. I mean, there's not a competition, obviously, because you would be.
No, we all knew ABF was a standout, and as soon as he did his thing, he would shoot far above beyond everyone else, and we'll all just coattail ride you. It's all right. It's all right.
That's the origin story to the Wednesday show, because I did grow larger. I was like, well, I need to spread the wealth. So now I lead into and raid the Leighton Gay show every single Wednesday. And that's been helping them grow too.
And then they throw it all away by purposely being late, and everyone leaves while they're waiting for it. It's the worst fucking marketing decision in fucking history to be purposely late.
Erwin, have you seen the calendar lately? This is the month where we go on time and straight.
Oh,
wait, was that an actual thing you guys are doing?
That is an actual thing that we did last year, and we're going to continue it this year.
Oh, thank God! Because
that's
seriously,
awesome.
Purposely making people wait so they leave is that's the anti-streaming. That's the opposite of why you raid.
Well, just like Borderlands 4, if they're not willing to spend the $80, then they're not real fans. So.
And then they have half the viewers as you. So just start the damn stream while the raid is still working. Christ. And you still have the intros to get through. It's just
No, I usually do raid while they go live. And then I just pop in. It's okay. You can stop teasing me.
That'll never happen.
I'm going to say what the GCA stands for if you guys don't start going on time. I'm holding you guys ransom right
now.
now.
Do it. I dare you.
Do it.
see what reverse fart thinks of it.
Oh, no! Yeah, actually, and I already did it because you guys told me what it stood for, and then you never told me what it fucking... You guys never told me I wasn't allowed to say what it stood for. But yeah, also terrible in marketing. I said it. But apparently, Mo's in marketing.
Because it's triggering all the right people.
Yes.
It's not even spoiler. It's not even good. It's not even a good acronym. What? All right. Sorry. I love the GCA and I appreciate them so much. Literally, ABS streams the GCA. FNT are like the only streams I watch
all the time.
We just recently taught Badger how to do it. So yes, he's doing everything that he can.
And streaming on Rumble these days.
Streaming on Rumble. I'm trying. I'm doing the work. I'm baby stepping. I'm not a slacker.
Oh, we're going to be streaming off the hip on Kick tomorrow. Now that Kick is integrated to StreamYard, okay, I'm just going to add
doing it. Oh, it's just integrated? Badger? Just do it?
Yeah,
Kick.
You just add it now.
Yes, all the cool kids are on Kick. You can get sponsored by gambling websites.
Well, no, there actually is a nice community over on Kick that doesn't like Twitch, and we appreciate them.
Yes, not liking Twitch is correct opinion to have for sure. Absolute pleasure to have you all here on YouTube and Twitter. We'll see you again next Thursday.
So long, and thanks for all the fish.
Oh, the camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know. Hello.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Good, then get the hell out of my life. Who needs you? Beat it. Leave me alone.
I needed to get rid of the human garbage, otherwise known as my best friends.
Come on.
Bonnie, how do you keep getting back in?
Well, bye.
If we're not back by dawn, call the president.
Stay Gucci.
Bye, everyone. The GCA stands for...
Everyone has AIDS. My grandma